I wanted to give my thoughts on the current state of the Pokemon trading card game collecting hobby. I've been collecting cards for over 4 years now, sealed products, primarily, booster boxes, elite trainer boxes for about 2 years. Uh, it's no surprise anyone that's been in this hobby, since the start of Prismatic Evolutions, January last year, it's been pretty toxic um, in the hobby. So, I just figured I'd give my thoughts on, the current state of the hobby today. So, yeah, it's no surprise, a lot of people subscribe to, things like Poke Notify or, Discord groups and things. Um, I made a Twitter account last year, specifically following, a few of these restock pages. When things go live on Target, things get restocked. Mainly the Pokemon Center. Been hitting a lot of the Pokemon Center pre-orders since Destined Rivals. But I just out of curiosity, I saw the Mega Charizard UPC. I got one at the Pokemon Center on pre-order. I got one last week from one of these alerts, and then I got one again today, this morning. And I wanted to click on just a few of these alerts and just go through the comments, So, here it is, Mega Charizard UPC at Target. If we scroll down, you see 130 is a lot. If it ain't 189.99 for two, they're slacking. Referring to, the Costco 2-pack bundle. You got this girl. You're literally setting people up to be scammed. A little clap back and forth with this one. Literally 90 each. Yeah. So, I was just reading through these comments, this girl's like, oh, I got 4 last night. The Costco online queue got, 4 the week before and 10 in store, all $90 to sell to you idiots for 140. And you see these kind of things and you're just like, why are you in a restock alert Twitter page, trashing on people that are just trying to get product, A lot of people like you don't have time to go wait in line for Costco to open. They don't want to waste gas, to go to Costco, and maybe they don't want to pay for a Costco membership, you know? So those 3 things right there, you could save time like I did today. I woke up this morning, took my dogs for a walk, and I got this alert while I'm walking my dogs this morning, checking out at Target. Went online, $130. Didn't have to drive anywhere. Don't have to pay for a Costco membership. Saving money on gas. And I get to, walk my dogs and continue out with my day. So, the one thing you don't get back in life is time. Um, I just thought it was interesting. You got these people that come on here and trash and are like, I'm going to jip people anyways. And, more power to you, but, just pretty, seems like you got nothing better to do with your life, in my personal opinion. If you're going to come on a Twitter page and trash people. And then, you go to another one I follow right here. And, you see the happy joy part, got one for the first time, got one. Thanks for the notice. Got 2. Yesterday's Costco queue situation bummed me out, grabbed another thanks, got one. Thank you. A lot of good. And that's what we need in the hobby, a lot of good, because, a lot of people have hard times with, getting drops and stuff. They resort to following these pages. They don't want to pay a subscription fee to get notifications. And, it's hard getting through Pokemon Center queues, people getting aired out. If you don't see these alerts within about 60 seconds of them coming onto your phone, there's a good chance you're probably not going to get product. So, it's pretty hard, to say the least. But yeah, just, look a couple more comments. This is what I, was talking about. The struggle is, if you don't open your phone within like 60 seconds of getting the alert, maybe even 30, You basically have to get lucky and be on your phone at the time the alert comes on so you can click it and get to the link real quick. He's like, how could it be out of stock? I literally opened Target back, in stock notification on my phone. Um, you know, price seems a bit steeper for than other retailers, not scalping prices, but Walmart and stuff closer to 100. Um, other people got one, got two. They printed the box in the ground. A lot of happy people, a lot of mixed signals. A lot of people comparing the price at 130 compared to other retailers or even online, maybe being a little cheaper. It's really hard to find stuff online. Um, and like I said earlier, you can't get back your time. You want to drive 10, 20, 30 minutes maybe to your closest Target or Walmart just to check and there's nothing there. Then you're going to try and make another pit stop at a Best Buy or something. And then all of a sudden, there's goes 2 hours out of your day and half a tank of gas. And, other people are trying to use Costco memberships and stuff, but then you got to factor that into your price point that you're paying. So unless you're like that girl trashing people and my other sharing, um, you know, and get 10 or 20 of these things, if some people are just trying to get one or two and maybe, try and get lucky and get one a week. Um, you know, I use these Twitter group pages because, they post a lot of stuff. Um, and I grab stuff that I feel like I want for my collection or I want to open. I also have friends that work, blue collar jobs. They can't be on their phone to check. They don't want to do like me. They don't want to drive and to all these different stores only to get let down. So, I'm able to pick one up for them and, hook them up and then they're happy, so it's like a chain reaction. Sorry, I was rambling at the end of that last clip, but yeah, just again, my overall thoughts. Um, you kind of got to ignore these, toxic people trolling, whatever it might be. They're probably not even getting this product anyways to begin with, and they're probably having a hard time reselling it. You never know, but a lot of us work full time jobs. Then after our full time job, like me, I want to go to the gym. I want to, take my dogs out, spend time with my loved ones and family. So, we don't have time to, go camp outside a Costco all day or a Target or a Walmart and then go make trips to another Best Buy or a Target or Walmart, whatever it is. So make a free Twitter account, look up some Pokemon restock pages. And, again, it's all about getting lucky, but it's another way to find product, which is nice. Um, Again, I can wake up out of bed, take my dogs for a walk in the morning, get an alert, click on it, and I can either check out and get lucky or I don't, but at the end of the day, no big deal. I'll try again next time I get the alert. It's not about getting every single drop, getting every single product because, then you're going to be broke and maybe you got money for other things that you want to set aside for other things. So, again, these are just my overall thoughts. Ignore the toxicity, providing you guys with another way to get alerts for Pokemon products for free. So, like PokePlumber says, if it's free, it's for me. Shout out PokePlumber. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I don't want to take up too much more time, so leave a comment. Let me know your guys' thoughts on everything in the Pokemon market, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.